Hey there, so if you've been watching my channel for a while, you're going to know that pretty much well, aside from being a movie geek and a video game geek, I'm a comic geek. Just ask Logan and Nathan. And today we're going to be talking about two upcoming movies. They are Guardians of the Galaxy and the Fantastic Four. Now, I'm kind of that guy in the group when there's going to be a movie coming out that has to deal with comics, or there's a new comic, or it's a storyline, or something actually comic worthy enters the news. All of my friends pretty much call me at once, and yeah, I get a lot of messages on that and stuff like that. Because before I even started collecting movies, I was a comic guy. I wrote comics as well, and did some indie comics. And those are not around now. Well, maybe fortunately, I'm not sure. But even tried to do some early self-publishing back when I was really young. I made these little ash cans. And if you're in the comic biz, like creating that, then you know what ash cans are. If not, then well, ash cans are like small, like kind of mini comics that you try to get out there to get your work out. So, the comic movies that are coming out now. People laughed when Marvel announced Guardians of the Galaxy. People thought this was going to be the movie that was a mistake for Marvel to do, and it would be the downfall of Marvel's movie. There's a raccoon in it, and it talks, and it's some kind of tree type thing. And they hadn't seen any footage. And even after James Gunn was announced as director, James Gunn, who did Slither, by the way, among other films that should have let people kind of breathe a sigh of relief, they didn't. But honestly, I knew Guardians was going to come out and turn out, and I still say it's going to turn out really, really good. Guardians is not your typical comic book film. It has entrenched in the comic universe in different ways, but it is a very different film. Take Guardians as almost, not totally, but kind of a Marvel-ish Vertigo feel, if you know that type of comic style. It's very much space, it's very much science fiction. And we're not talking about like the clean, overtly CGI, just really pretty sci-fi that you see nowadays. It's dusty, dirty, Firefly, Star Wars style science fiction. And so when they finally showed the preview, I felt validated. I felt very validated, and it was cool to see Chris Pratt doing an awesome job. Very much a kind of a Nathan Fillion type of thing, and really enjoyed it. You watch really closely, you get to see Karen Gillan from Doctor Who, and she's the one in the bald one in blue. We have Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon, and although it seems like a really silly character, Rocket Raccoon kicks ass, and is. These are not the Avengers. You are not going in to watch this movie to see the Avengers. It is not that type of film. They are very much more of a badass, brutal team. They don't take themselves. Well, some of them take themselves really seriously, but this is going to be a fun ride. This is going to be a movie you're going to want to see in theaters. Now, where Marvel has made a mistake. The director of the movie Chronicle was hired on to do a Fantastic Four, to update it, and basically, because the last Fantastic Four movies, they were not the best. Let's be honest. Especially the second one. That was really bad. Casting wasn't that bad. I can't fault the casting in a lot of places, but the scripts were weak. It wasn't well done, and it didn't catch the feel of the comic, or didn't give you a real sense of majesty, I guess, majesticness. And today, the cast was announced for the new Fantastic Four film. And they made a... And one of the things that went around on the internet that was claimed that people didn't like it were being racist because Johnny Storm was played by an African American actor. So, but it has nothing to do with racism. And you can have changed the color of almost all the actors. If you're going to change the color of Johnny Storm, then I don't have a problem with that. But just use the same colored actress for his sister. They're not adopted siblings. They're brother and sister. And Johnny Storm is supposed to be younger, a younger character. Reed and Ben are like older than Johnny, and actually a year or two older than Sue. Guys, have you seen a cast here? One is the girl playing Sue Storm. I have no problem with at all. She's from House of Cards. She played Zoe Barnes in House of Cards, and I really like her. I think she'll do a fantastic job. Jamie Bell as Ben Grimm was, I gotta say, it's an unusual choice. This is Tintin here. This is Billy Elliot playing Ben Grimm? Really? I don't see it. I really don't see it. I can't imagine him buffing up enough to be Ben Grimm in the first place. Honestly, the 1994 never to be released Roger Corman new Concord Pictures film looks better than what this thing is going to be. It was better casted. At least Alex Hyde White looked a bit like Reed Richards. Miles Teller, and if you're not familiar with the actor, nothing wrong with the actor, but he's not old enough to play Reed Richards. He's 27 years old. He doesn't look 27. If you saw the new Footloose movie, for instance, he played the Chris Penn part in that movie. He was the kind of the goofy sidekick. That's kind of what he's good. He's good at those type of roles. Nobody is going to mistake him for a physicist. Or let me put this into perspective for anybody that's watched the James Bond films. I remember when Denise Richards played the physicist in Bond. Remember how ridiculous that was? Same thing here. Honestly, you could have gotten, and I hate to say this because these aren't actors that I dislike. It's just they are very badly miscast, and I'm not looking forward to this movie at all. Marvel needs to stop with a lot of the big movies. I don't need 20 Iron Man films. I don't need another reboot Fantastic Four. I don't need 7 or 8 more Spider-Man movies. You know what I want? I want to see stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy. I want to see stuff like Doctor Strange. Give us stuff from your catalog that you can really take chances with. Don't use a lot of the big guys that, you're going to be playing it safe. It's going to be pretty generic. Use characters you can do stuff with. Use characters you can take chances with. Use characters you can have fun with. Use Rocket Raccoon because he's just crazy, and Groot. And have Doctor Strange. I mean, take some of those lesser characters. Give me a live action, well done, Brother Voodoo series going on Netflix. Show me something like that. Show me Prez. The craziest idea for a comic book ever. Given a lot of the Vertigo one, just brought it up there. But still, show me something. I want to see something like that. Take some chances. I don't want to see the same old stuff again. And you can move from the source material if you're going to make a decent film. my biggest fault with Constantine is that it's not that it wasn't the character, is that they didn't make a fun movie. And you know, if you're gonna go diverge so far from a character, make something fun with it. Just have something that people can like. And obviously, you know, I'm in the minority here. A lot of people I speak to on there love that movie, so that worked for a lot of people, and that's fantastic. I personally, I'll definitely give Constantine another chance after hearing everybody rave about it, because I thought it was boring. But at least, you know, if you're going to move away from the source material, if you're going to go away from stuff, that just use characters to do that you want to do that with, that people aren't going to get. Show us some of these characters. Show us some of these fantastic characters. I mentioned DC and Marvel characters here just now. Prez is a DC character, for instance. There's just so many. Marvel has so many great characters in their backlog that you can use. Let's not get to see them all end up coming up on S.H.I.E.L.D. So guys, what do you think? What did you think of the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer? What do you think the teaser and the trailer? Did you watch it? Are you pumped for it? I'm really pumped for this film right now. Looks really fun, really cool. This is a movie that looks to me, hey, I would love this movie even if it had nothing at all to do with comic books. And it has the feel that it doesn't matter whether or not you're looking at a comic book movie, because it's just a good, fun movie. If you're a science fiction fan, you're going to have fun with Guardians of the Galaxy. If you're kind of sarcastic and stuff, you're going to have fun with this type of movie. It's just that type of movie. It's going to be a fun movie. It's science fiction, and it's not pretty clean sci-fi. It's Firefly-esque Serenity type of sci-fi, and I like that, and I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you are too. And tell me what you think of the casting on Fantastic Four. I think it's absolutely abysmal. This is one time I really can't. You know, there's a lot of casting. I could go with Lex Luthor being Eisenberg. I can deal with you know, a lot of different casting choices. I can even kind of deal with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, although the actress from Texas Chainsaw is obviously a more superior choice. Just saying, she looked like freaking Wonder Woman. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed my ramble on superheroes. I just got back from a great night at the Keg Steakhouse with my better half, and I'm going to go and grab some tea. So it's time for tea.